And we're ready to go. I'm going to eat on this episode. I'm going to try not to be gross, but I am starving. You want one?
Not butter.
Do you want one? Oh, my God. Come on, dude.
I just got to see if I can fucking have it. Actually, yes, please. Yes, please.
All right, eat that one then.
Okay. Well, hi, guys. This is a nut butter bar, chocolate and peanut butter. I had to check if I could eat it because this kid doesn't have dietary restrictions like I do. And I can because it's gluten-free and it just has peanut butter, oats, oat flour, brown rice, syrup, cane syrup, dates. Pretty fucking good. I waited for you so we can cheers.
Shit.
Thank you. Thanks for feeding me.
Yeah, it's, I know I don't
Doing
have...
the Lord's work.
Wow, I am. Thank you. Thank you.
I see. I'll give credit where it's due. Cheers.
Cheers. Nut butters.
Sponsored by Cliff, but not sponsored by Cliff.
I'll take it if they want to. You know what's weird?
Oh, good. God. Gross.
Not the best macros on this, but
Heavy on the fats.
it's just calorie to protein ratio is not fantastic, but in a pinch, like I needed something. Like what snack can I have in a pinch? And I got jerky and I got those. But actually it's like weird because of the butter, like the nut butter. It like oddly will fill you up. So
Because it's a carb and a fat. And there's some protein in there. There's plenty of protein. So it acts like almost like...
It's not great. Macro-wise, it's not great, but...
It acts like a yogurt, but more filling because there's oats. Oh, you know what? Better scenario. It acts as like an overnight oats.
Dude, you're doing terrible with the hand thing.
I'm so frustrated.
I don't get in your shot.
How do you not? What do you do?
Because I'm not a...
You're a lefty, right?
Yeah. I
So
could get in your shot.
Yeah.
I just don't.
How do you not? When you talk, see your hands in it.
Where? Right there?
Right there, yeah.
They do Zoom after, but you're really bad at that. So a lot of time you put your phone in your right hand.
Damn it. All right.
Now she's all like let down. She's all pissed.
I was really trying. Like, I don't get it.
It's okay. I do Zoom it.
And
so,
you're Italian. Like, I'm not the Italian one, so why do I
well,
do that?
because I practice my podcasting skills here.
Makes one of us, I guess.
Anyway, how do we I need like a good, hold on. Let me see what we have. No.
It's appropriate.
Yeah. This is like the second phase of your life.
I got a house.
Yeah, but now I need to celebrate it. Hold on. Go that way. I got it. Yay. Which you didn't show me pictures of, by the way.
All right. I shall show it to you right now, which is why I wanted to pull up my phone. It is a beautiful house. I will not be talking about the location. So don't say the address.
I'm going to... Okay, so anyway, so the address, guys, is... this is the first time I'm seeing this house. So while I'm looking at the pictures...
I will explain.
Explain and go through your process here.
So, if you're looking for a house right now...
Look no further.
Look no further. You know how difficult it is. Like, it's really, really, really hard to get a house. We found many houses for the past, 2 years. When my fiance and I were first moving out of, my parents' house and his, we were looking for a house. But in a pinch, he really just wanted to move out. So we got an apartment. We were looking for a house, but then we ended up just getting an apartment instead. We stayed at the apartment for a year, and our year was in, January, kind of February. And at that point, we were like, okay, I really want to look for a house because I don't want to pay someone else's mortgage, and I have nothing to show for it. I'd rather get a duplex and either get income or just build equity myself or whatever. That was a big bite.
I'm really hungry.
So, yeah. we had been looking high and low. I fell in love with my very first house, not too far from here. And it was in the town that I grew up in. And I absolutely loved it. It needed a lot of work.
I love the last picture.
I know. It's like, that's like right across the street, and it's like a walking area. It's
nice.
Really nice.
It looks like
like in the woods.
Yeah, it's like you have space.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, so I fell in love with the house. I thought it was going to be the one. I was really excited. We put in an offer. We put in like a really aggressive offer. And someone came in all cash, waived inspections. I was so disappointed because it was in an area I really wanted to be in. I grew up in. It was like not far from my parents. It was a house that I thought was really pretty and had so much potential. It just needed to be updated, and I saw a vision for it, even though many people probably wouldn't. So then fast forward, we're still looking at houses. Fell in love with my second house in Lincoln, Rhode Island, and it had the most beautiful stained glass windows, and I adored it.
It's the whitest town in America. I mean, in Rhode Island.
Maybe
America.
Potentially.
You would have had some diversity if you moved there.
It would have been great for the economy.
I really would have been.
So yeah, I like absolutely loved it, and I thought it was going to be the one. And it was an older house. I love houses with character, and I was so excited for it. And we put in an aggressive offer, even though at that point no one had put in an offer yet. The day we put in an offer, someone else put in an offer, and they ended up going with the other person's offer. Again, it was a person who passed away, so they left the house to the church. And I'm like, God would want me to have this house. And that was not the case. So I lost that house too. Then we've been looking high and low, and not too long ago we fell in love with 3 different houses.
You fall in love easy, bro.
And, well, those 2 houses I loved. These ones I loved them, but it wasn't like
you're at a 5 house in love.
No, nothing will ever compare to those other 2.
Like nothing compare. I can't hit the high note there.
Yeah,
but I'm surprised that like 5 houses. I think I put an offer on 1 and then this one.
So my other 2, I will say I loved. The other 3 that I put an offer in, I liked them all a lot.
Like you would date them to see how it goes.
I would date them. I would see how it goes.
Right.
It's like you know, like the speed dating. Like I like speed dated a lot, and I was like, okay, these are like potentials, right?
Right. But would those get offers?
There were no downfalls of them except for some certain things. So the first house that we really liked, Nikki actually really liked it. I liked it, but it was on a main road. It was on Hartford Ave in Johnston. I was like, this is so busy. And he was like, we could get used to it. And I was like, I hear cars going constantly right now. Like
that's a main road. That's not like just like a regular like suburban main road. That's a main road.
And they just built an Amazon facility like not far from the house.
Yeah.
So we were there at like 7 o'clock at night, and all I can hear is like, shoo, shoo.
Yeah. Packages in 1 hour.
I'm literally like, oh my gosh, this is awful. But he really loved the house. He loved the character of it. He loved the size of the living room. So we were going to place an offer. So the downfall of that one was, like I said, that one was priced at $370,000. You cannot find a house for $370,000 right now. They priced it that low because they wanted to get a ton of offers, and they did, because we put an offer in at $400,000. So 30 over asking, but we did an escalation clause to $455,000, meaning if they could show us a solid proof evidence that there was an offer for $435,000, we would automatically go up to $455,000. So there's that one. Then the second one was in Coventry, and it was a beautiful house that I really loved. Nikki hated how far it was from work. It was not in the part of Coventry that was like the line of Cranston. It was Boonies, Coventry.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Rhode Island's small. There's some backwards thinking people out in those woods out there.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it worked out that I'm not over there. So the asking was $420,000.
I feel like I don't want to.
All right, I feel like you need to. This is going to be like a like it's like for the last episode. You have to. You
sure?
Yeah, it's for the last episode, guys.
All right, John, you're on the podcast. I have a brand name that I'm going to spell, and I need you to pronounce it. Okay?
Yeah.
Cuisinart.
Cuisine art?
Boom. Okay, that's so the spoiler here, and I'll let you go. I have to call you back anyway, but the spoiler here is that's how I say it too. And it's actually pronounced Cuisinart. So we've polled different people on Phone a Friends, and so far just me, you, and Mike said Cuisinart, and
we're saying that it's like a DiOrio thing plus one, like plus Mike.
right. So it's like he's like the adopted sibling anyway. So your mother, Camilla, her friend Heather, and Pete all said Cuisinart, and I was like dumbfounded. See, now Ava's crying.
She's
It's
upset.
I know.
I know.
You can still say Cuisinart. It's okay.
Don't worry, baby. It's going to be all right.
All right, I'll call you back.
Bye, John.
All right, so sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, so the last one, Coventry, the asking was $420. My agent ended up knowing her. They closed the deal the day before. I knew someone in her family, so I was like, we could potentially get this.
But you didn't like this house.
I liked it. Like, I liked it more. This was the second one. So
How
this
fast
one,
do you fall in love in real life?
I didn't like love.
Because you're putting offers in on shit you don't even really love.
I did. I saw potential. Like, I look at a place and I see potential and I go, I can turn this into what I want it to be.
That's kind of who hated it?
Nikki.
Oh, Nick hated the Coventry
it was like
one.
it was.
And you were
far.
putting an offer, and he said he hated it
because it was far. It was far. He liked it, but it was far. It was
So
too
why'd you
far.
put an offer? He didn't like it. He hated it. "Quote unquote" hated it.
He hated how far. Because he didn't hate the house. He hated how far it was.
Right, but that's a big aspect.
I'm
I'm trying to fight.
I hated being on a main road.
I'm fighting for the right. Yeah, you shouldn't put an offer in on that one either.
It
How
is
many
fair.
offers did you put in?
5 total.
Dude, that is insane.
3, and then those.
What were
other
you,
2.
just blindly shooting at houses? This one's good. That one's good.
So yeah, we ended up doing. So we put in $420 for that one, and the only part that we kind of put like a little contingency on was that the father was a contractor, so upstairs it was like built out with like structural stuff, but he created a bathroom upstairs. But they never called it a 2-bathroom because he never pulled permits for it.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, this is our offer based on if you can get a permit for it.
Was it done?
It was finished.
Yeah.
And that's a whole other ballpark. But like, I mean, it's not a huge deal because I would have bought it with that.
Yeah, you can't list it
but
like
we just
that,
couldn't
though.
list it like that. So it kind of sucks because then you have to have the price reflect the fact that there's also 1 bathroom and
Right.
maybe like 1 less bedroom because there was a bedroom upstairs. So it's like,
Yeah.
that's just annoying, I guess. But anyways, so that was our deal with that one. And then the last one, I won't say where it is, but that's the one where we ended up getting.
Is it in Rhode Island?
It is in Rhode Island,
So we can at least say that.
at least. However, I did, there was no downfalls of that one. The only like downfall was it was on the higher end of what we wanted to pay without saying the actual price of it because then people could like reverse search it. It was on the higher end of what we wanted to pay.
Wait, say this again. What did you just say?
The only downfall of the last house, which is the one we ended up getting,
Yeah.
was that it was on the higher end of what we wanted to pay.
Okay. Yeah.
And I said I didn't want to say the price because then someone could look up Rhode Island, look up the price of what we got it for, and then like find the house. So I didn't want to do that, which is what I said.
Oh, okay. It's no stalkers.
So we put in the offer, and it was like $10K over asking, and we got a call back within like a couple hours. I was on the phone with you, and I had to hang up, and we got the house. So they kind of put our backs against the wall and said that we had to make make a decision within the next couple hours. So we were like, well, crap, because we never heard back from the other 2 places. So like, I don't know what to do. So I waited until the last second, and then I like thought about it more, and I was like, there's no downfall of this house. Like, we looked at comps of the houses around the area. They were like $700,000, $800,000.
Oh, yeah.
So we were like, okay, like maybe if we put a little work into this and have a little curb appeal, like we already could just flip it and sell it and like finish up a few different things and then like we'll be done. So we're like, okay, let's do it. Come to find out, maybe it was meant to be because we got an email. We had to rescind our offers, but my real estate agent forgot to do it on one of them, but like we still got like updates anyways. But one of the ones, the one on Hartford Ave, they got 10 over asking offers. And then the one that they went with was an all cash that waived inspections, because they called us and asked if we would waive inspections. We said no.
Right.
So they got an all cash waived inspections. So we would have lost that. Then the other one, which she forgot to rescind the offer from Coventry, gave us like a rejection thing because we asked for the permits of it. They said if we didn't, maybe they would have entertained it, but because we asked for the permit, that was a no. So it was meant to be that we got this house. So we got a house and we did inspections and so far so good. We find out water quality and the whole shebang afterwards. I got everything tested.
Yep.
No one talks about how expensive that is. If you want like everything tested, the appraisal's like $600, and then like my testing for like everything is $1,400.
Yeah. It's a fun game.
Like it's an awful game. I'm like, so that $2,000 like that like isn't part of my purchasing price. Like this is just like extra money that I need to like throw down. Like what? This is wild. Anyways, so that sucked. But we potentially have just a really great house from what we heard from the inspector. He's like, it was done really, really well. And it's potentially just a great starter home for us. It's not going to be our forever home.
I hate when people say that.
Well, it's not going to be our forever home.
But it doesn't matter. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. I hate when people buy a house and they go, this is just, it's, you know what it is? It's almost like people say that because they don't want people to think like, oh, this is it for us. This is it.
Well, I say that because Heather and I want to have we want to build together, and we want to build like in a cul-de-sac, like on a compound.
Where's all this money coming from, guy?
We like kind of got it priced out. If you build a barn dominium, they're not very expensive. Do you know what a barn dominium is?
It just sounds like a TikTok word, so no.
Potentially. So it's like a barn.
You want to go from a house to a barn.
But it's not. Let me show you.
This sounds. I would keep the house.
Let me see if I can find it.
I'm trying to keep. This is our starter home. This is where we're gonna start our journey. Dominium. This is where we start our journey.
Dominium.
Let me ask you a serious question, though.
Yes.
Are you gonna post on social media a picture in front of the house?
No, because I'm gonna post that we got a house, but I'm not gonna post in front of the house because people can look it up.
What do you mean? Because of the door.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you. Are you gonna change that?
100%.
Yeah.
So this is the house. Like these are barn dominiums. They're like beautiful.
Okay.
Like that's very much like that. Like that's very much my style. But they tend to be cheaper because it's like one solid
like a
shape.
Fucking outhouse.
Kind of. They're like one solid shape.
Okay.
So they tend to be cheaper. But anyways.
Hashtag we did a thing. I can't wait to see this post. Hashtag we did a thing.
We got a house. And I hold the little key.
Bro, do you know that it was like the majority of people in my family and friends didn't know I bought a house for months until it accidentally leaked out through somebody else.
Nuh-uh.
I swear to God.
Why wouldn't you tell anyone?
Because it's none of their business. I don't want people knowing what I'm doing.
Ew.
Because I'm not showy. I don't want to.
It's not a showy thing, but
is.
It's like something to
Why
be
else
like,
would you show it? Because you're showing it.
I mean, I show like the bad things that happened to me and like me losing the houses. Or
you
like,
share too much though. That's a different.
But I do it because like I like it gives other people. I mean, I've single-handedly got like messages from people being like, "Oh, like you posting about this house and like the fact that it was like a fish market made me not want to go see the house." So I showed my husband like we weren't going to go to this house that he wanted to go see because like it's just like nice to build a little community of it. I don't know. I really liked it. Anyways, my real estate agent gave me this today, and it's all the colors from Sherwin-Williams. I'm so excited.
What is this for? The walls or the house?
The walls. I would love to.
Are you already planning on like
repainting it? Yeah.
What is it now? White?
It's like a light gray.
Okay.
I just don't really love light gray. I know your house is light gray, but I don't really love light gray. So I'd like to
love light gray.
I know you do.
Because it's clean.
What
nice
about like
and clean.
white though?
White?
Yeah.
The problem with white, my apartment, I painted it all white. I wasn't supposed to, and I did it anyway. I painted it all white.
You added value.
I really did because it looked like shit. It looked like shit. White is okay, but it's just kind of like, it's nice to have like a little tone to it.
So like I'll show you some of my favorites, okay? This is like 50 Shades of Beige.
This is your beige flag.
Wow, that was good. That was a good one. Okay, so I'll show you some of my favorites. We're going to start with this one right here. It's called Accessible Beige.
This one?
Yeah, I love that for our dining room. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, in that same dining room.
So here's the thing, though. I would, if I were you, hello, hi, I have the floor real quick. If I were you, though, I would at least try to sample a little bit of a darker one just to see how it finishes.
Okay, fair.
Because this might end up being like so light that you're like, I don't even see anything.
That is true. So I can do that. The idea behind that is I do like that one a lot.
We said stay to the left. She's on the right. So it's okay. Just do whatever you want, bro. You fucking you're not even talking into the microphone. What are you doing, guy?
I'm so excited. Look, okay.
There we go.
So,
this is better. See?
Can you see it? I'm
not
awkward.
fucking blind yet.
Okay, so, okay.
Bro, move the microphone. This isn't your first fucking rodeo.
Okay, so accessible beige, right? And the accent colors.
Dude, the name of that is so you. It should be acceptable beige.
And then the accent colors within there will be this shoji white and urbane bronze. Do you like those two?
I can't get a feel for this one. Is this more like, is it?
It's like a brown.
Is it like a greenish?
It's like.
Okay, yeah.
Can you kind of see it better like that?
I see, like for that, I would almost go like that. Maybe that's too dark.
Because let me show you what I liked. So this is that color, the accessible beige. With those two other colors, I really like how they look, and I'll show you what it looks like right now.
Are y'all gonna do all the painting yourself?
Yeah, probably. I don't feel like I should pay someone to do it when I've done it myself. For mom's house.
Paint by itself is expensive, let alone paying somebody to do it.
So that's like accessible beige with that shoji white and urbane bronze, and I like how those three look together.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, and then for the bedroom, I really, really like, and maybe all the bedrooms, I really like this color right here, alabaster. It's not quite white.
Yeah.
But it has this like weird, like cream tinge to it almost.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like cream white. Like it's like a.
It's like an ivory.
Yeah, it's like.
See, I don't mind that.
Eggshell white kind of thing.
That's what these ones remind me of, and I don't like that.
Yeah, that because that looks dirty.
Yeah,
it just looks like a dirty wall.
But this alabaster is just enough of an ivory. Like it's like a wedding dress. You know what I mean?
I do. Where's is Nick having input here?
Over colors? No.
Does he? Did you ask?
He just doesn't care.
I know this. Honestly,
he literally does not care. He's just like.
You
whatever.
better hope. You better hope and pray.
This kid's a saint.
He never gets sick of your bullshit because he is so.
He would never.
He is so fucking laid back. Like none of this shit would fly with anybody I know except Nick.
Would you have been pissed if I was just like, listen, these are the colors I really would like in the house? Would you be like, what the? Like, no.
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah. Do you know me? Like, how is that shocking? That
I'm not. That's why I wasn't like,
right.
Really? Yeah. I was like, no.
No. That's, of course I would.
Well, this is why.
I'm too fucking anal to have shit just thrown at me or somebody do something on the fly.
This is why we're best friends and we keep each other grounded.
Fair. Although sometimes you're just flying in the clouds.
But like these are colors I don't like. My parents' house is this like orangey cream color. Let me see if I can like.
You look like a fucking creamsicle.
Yeah, like that color. My parents would always do stuff like that, and I hate that. Like anything with this like yellow orange tinge to it. It just reminds me of something that's like you said, dirty. Like if someone were to like cook, fry food, and then like oil splattered.
Yeah.
On
It stains the wall and shit. Yeah.
Like I don't like that very much.
I'm more of I like the
like find a color you really like in here.
Okay. Because there's certain, like, I mean, you see the vibe upstairs, and then you saw upstairs renovated. Yes. It was a little bit darker than what I have. Yes. I like that color better.
Which, didn't you paint part of your house that color? Or you wanted to?
I painted the bedrooms that color, but I didn't get to the other rooms yet. Because I got so sick of painting last year. I was kind of over it.
I know you did.
Let me look through this treasure trove.
Yeah,
because we did the porch, too. I mean, we did everything.
I know.
It's
I was there for the whole process.
Ugh. My nightmare.
Smelled like cat pee. But we fixed it. We cleaned it. We got cleaners on cleaners on cleaners.
Oh my God.
I know the amount of cleaners that you had come in to just like.
Yeah, it's pretty bad because
floors.
on a hot day, if you stand next to the pipe in my front room by the window, you can still smell it.
Nuh-uh.
I swear to God. Yeah.
Oh, you would go for the gray.
Shut your lying mouth.
I'm like,
I
automatically he goes to gray. He's just like,
you know why?
Because gray.
Because gray with like it's just like light. So I like light grays and light blues kind of thing. So like the alpaca, I think is nice.
Like a light gray. Okay.
The requisite gray is decent.
Do you want me to show you what the house looks like right now? Here, I'll show you that gray. I don't know if you can see it.
Alpaca.
But it's a gray with this like almost like blue.
That's like greenish. Yeah, I don't like the green. You got to find
like tinge to it. Everyone's like, you don't love it. I'm like, I don't.
I don't. I want something wild and free. Let me find a blue.
Let me see if I can find the professional.
I need like a blue gray. See, like my bedrooms were like this color. I was like, this looks like a child's room.
That's a no. So that's like what it looks like on those pictures, but you can see in different lighting, depending on like the time of day, it pulls more blue.
Right. The other room looked more like greenish blue.
That's the same room too that I just showed you. Yeah.
But see, I like it feels like open.
Yeah.
Like I like my blinds open. I like light colors. I want it to feel like there's
so
light.
Funny for such a dark person. You know what's funny is Heather's that way. Heather's like, I feel so dark inside that I just need everything bright. And
Maybe that's what it is. I don't like the darkness. I don't like the time change. I don't like keeping my blinds shut. I know. But I also don't like artificial lights on. So it's like,
I get it.
I like natural sunlight.
Look at how pretty my backsplash is.
I do like these kind of like cream colors if they're dark enough.
Those are pretty.
If they're not this one, because that looks like a dirty white.
Okay.
But like this one here.
I can agree with that one.
I don't know.
Fragile beauty.
Friggin' beauty.
Like, look how pretty that backsplash that I have is.
I do like that, yeah. The kitchen's nice.
The backsplash is like slabs, so they're not like small tiles.
Yeah.
They're like pieces like this big.
Yeah.
That are like pieced together. It's really pretty.
And it's got space.
Are you going to come to my housewarming? I'll have one eventually.
Was I invited?
I'll have one eventually. You don't even
I forgot about that. People like do that shit.
Yeah.
You would definitely do that.
Well, I would do that to like
housewarming, like a housewarming party.
And just,
what do you do?
christen
Brunch?
it.
Do you do brunch?
We could do that. Do you want brunch?
I don't know. What do you
Do you
do?
want
Do you like finger foods and stuff? What do you do?
want to?
What do you like basic girls do?
I don't know. Like I feel like you
finger
would
treats?
potentially get it like catered, and we could do like pizzas and tacos and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cook for that many people that come. Like that's a lot of people.
No, I would just get like little like
catering, little
finger
bites,
treats or something.
Yeah, like tacos, like chips and salsa, kind of like what we did for our Hate That For Me event.
Yeah.
Except not from Zacco because they're so good, but so expensive.
They are so expensive.
I just got reminded of what happened.
What happened?
Remember about the taco situation?
The taco situation.
Yeah.
Taco situation.
The leftovers.
Oh, yeah. Yo, I don't know who, some of these, listen, man, we'll talk about this for 1 second.
Easy, though.
They were, no. They were fine. I'm not interested in doing these kind of events anymore. I'm just not into it.
Really?
I'm not into it.
I know.
It's just, it's like so much work. It's just, it's not as fulfilling as, like, I'm not into that type
I get
of shit.
it. It's okay.
But it was fun.
It was fun. We did two, and they were both wicked successful.
Both places never fucking reopened after we did it.
I know. Maybe we're just like bad luck.
See what places you want to put out of business, and then
let us know.
We'll do an event there. Dude.
Wild.
That's wild. Well, so would you do something, like, would you wait until like the spring when it's nicer out to do something like that?
So Nick and I were talking about it, and he's like, I wouldn't want to do it right away. And I was like, I kind of agree, because I want to like fill out the space a little bit. Like we don't have a dining room table at our house, and we have a dining room now. So it's like, it would be nice to get like some things in there.
Yep.
So yeah, we're thinking maybe spring, and by then it'll be nice enough so that like
We can play beer pong.
Like we could set up stuff outside and like have people hang out outside and whatever else. Like it just would be, I think, better versus it's starting to get cold to coop everyone up in the house. Like
yeah, and it's a nice spot because you have space on the outside, so you
Yeah.
can kind of have people outside.
we have like over an acre of land. Like it's nice to be able to have that space.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll probably do it like come spring is the plan.
I just can't wait.
If it changes to brunch, I'll let you know.
God. Okay, actually, can I pick an event to go to? Can I pick
Like
that?
either my wedding or
yes,
that?
Yes, I was just one of them. Which one would you rather me go to?
Which one would you rather go to?
I asked you a question.
Which one would you rather go to?
Which one would you rather me attend?
My wedding?
I'm going to the housewarming. I will make my attempt to go to both.
Attempt?
I'll attempt. I don't know. The housewarming, I don't know. Because that could be just, depends on when you do it. Maybe obviously, the wedding is blocked off. I already, that's kind of a bigger to do.
Better. Or else.
I'll be there.
Drunk
as a
I was
skunk.
going to say, as if you don't have fun at Margaret and Brendan's wedding. We had the best time.
I know, we did have fun.
Like you and I, it was just you and I, and we found each other.
Nick had
we had his cousin's wedding,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I went. He stayed longer. I left early, came to Margaret's by the time that you guys were going to start coming out.
Yeah.
And then he came afterwards. But you and I had the best time. We
I
were
know.
gonna
I got
play like
stung by a bee.
I know that was so
Remember
much.
that?
And he followed you.
Yeah, I
He
forget
followed you.
where the fuck did he
It was at
sting
the
me? On my
buffet.
foot or something?
It was the buffet, and he stung
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
And then there was another one that was like in your pant area.
Yeah.
And so he hung around, and
Yep.
we got to the table, and you're like, I think I got stung again. And I like lifted up your pants. I'm like, let me see.
My
bottom
ankle.
How would I lift up your pants
Dude,
in the middle of everyone?
Listen, people take shit out of
They're very
context,
true. So I was like, let me see. And I looked, and I was like, okay, there's no stinger, but I see.
Yeah, I definitely got hit.
I see.
But yeah, that was a fun time.
But then we danced with everyone.
We
And we
did.
were going to play Pong, and then we didn't.
I think we were gonna play Pong, and then
And then the
song came on, but before that, it was like
there was someone at the table.
Shannon disappeared for a second.
Oh, that's what it
and then
was.
we were supposed to play with them, and then I don't know where she went.
Yeah, I have no idea.
By the time she came back, it was over.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. And I stayed till
we
the
had
end.
best times.
I feel like I always am.
We stayed until we were the last people to help them clean up and walk out.
I feel like that's typical
I
for
took
me at
cake
a wedding.
home. You took cake home.
I did. Did I?
Yes.
Hey, that's typical.
'Cause I
I'm
brought
usually
you
at
home.
the end. You did. That's
forgot.
right, because we went to Taco Bell and you called Nick. And wait, was Nick with us? No.
Nick
you
took his own car.
That's right. And you were like, "Do you want
Taco Bell?" And he was like, "Yes." And I was like, "Okay." I'm like, "I'm bringing Drunk Joe to Taco Bell right now."
Taco Bell hits so much different when after you are
A night of drinking?
Yeah, it just does.
I know.
I don't know why.
So yeah, I brought you to Taco Bell and I dropped you home. I gave you some piece of the cake that Margaret gave me, and we called it a day. It was great.
I don't know. That was a good time.
We had the best
actually,
time.
Actually was. Did you actually watch the whole, like the procession and everything? Or you showed up after?
I showed up once the reception started.
Oh,
so
all
I
right.
never made it to cocktail hour or anything like that. Like
okay.
I started as soon as you guys, like I saw you guys all line up. Like you guys were about to all like enter
That's
in.
right.
And that's when I walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like skedaddled through all the dirt road or whatever. And I was like, I have to park and get in there before they like start.
Did you like, so you went to your seat as we were leaving?
As you guys were about to like walk in, I was like, boop, boop, boop. And I sat right down.
See,
and
I would've
Shannon's like, come here.
I would have waited. I would have been like, I'm just going to hide until it's over.
I was just so excited to see you and like Margaret and Brendan. I didn't really know anyone else very well. So I was just
Yeah.
excited to see you guys. And like, I don't know, Margaret looked like so beautiful. So I was just so excited to see her.
It was a good time. Because like, and I didn't, I'm trying to think. I met one of the groomsmen. I met his best man. I've met him before. But his other, the other guys in his party, like his brother, his cousin, his friend Teddy, and his friend Kurt, like I hadn't met them, but like we had fun just bullshitting, like
Aww.
upstairs. Like he had like a good group of guys in his party.
That's awesome.
And me too, obviously.
Obviously.
But he did. He had a good group of guys. So like sometimes it's kind of weird because you don't know people.
Mm-hmm.
But like for that, it was like seamless. We're all like the same age.
Well, that's
and
why I
shit.
like inviting some other people into like the bachelorette parties or to like bridal showers or like housewarming parties. Like, I mean, you wouldn't have ever known Heather if it wasn't for like you know, like it's a great opportunity to like,
shit,
like it's a great opportunity to like meet other people that like eventually you're going to see again. Like you're going to go to the wedding and by then you already know Heather, you know Heather's husband, like you know Maria, you like, you know, like you know certain people, which makes it easier. And then on top of that, if we have the housewarming and then you come, then you get to meet like probably like some of the other people, like, you know, Danny, you know, Danny's wife. Like, it's just like eventually like both of your like my worlds collide.
It's weird when that happens. I remember my birthday a couple years ago. Like, everybody was like sectioned off.
Yeah. I just showed up and I was like, I know nobody here. Like at the time I really didn't know anybody.
Well, Brendan was there.
Brendan and Margaret.
And Margaret was there.
But they came like, I got there first and then they showed up.
Yeah.
I believe. And before that, I didn't really know anybody. I kind of just like introduced myself to everyone. Yeah. I recognized Mike. Yeah. That was the only person that I like recognized.
Yeah, it was like, it was just segregated.
That, like I was just like, there was like 3 friends here, a bunch of them over here.
But they all knew each other. They just didn't really interact.
Pool, but like you were in your own element. So I was just like,
I played pool for a second.
Yeah.
Like one time. And then I got swapped out. I wasn't playing very well. It's just typical. I'm not really a good pool player.
I'm sure, because you were walking around like this, like every once in a while.
What a time.
But it's crazy because like now I know your friends. Like I think the majority of them at this point.
Well, yeah, because my birthday too. Most of them were there.
Yeah, your birthday and
like the birthday this year. And then the tree decorating party.
Yeah.
Which is coming up.
Do you know a date?
I do.
You didn't tell me. Did I get uninvited?
No, I don't. It's the 23rd of November.
I thought I got uninvited.
No, you show up. I don't think Mel's coming, but.
Oh. Gosh darn.
Work.
I know.
Whatever.
I'm going to make sure I write it down. But yeah, I got a house. I hope you guys all get houses too.
If you want them.
If you
don't want them,
then
don't get
fine.
one.
Okay, November 23rd.
I think so. I'll double check.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's on my calendar.
November 23rd.
November the 23rd in the year of our Lord 2024.
Joe.
We're going to decorate some trees. We're going to get some...
Party. I brought a lot of snacks last time, remember? I don't think anyone ate them.
Yeah, because you probably brought like fucking gluten-free chips or something.
I didn't.
No, I don't know.
I don't remember what I brought.
I don't know. I have to have her make those, I call them brieskies.
Yes.
I was like, the brownie Reese cookie. Yeah. Like, could you make something like that? And I called it brieskies, and they were really good. So
I potentially could make something like that. Your mom made bomb food last time, too. She gave me something. Calzones?
Oh, yeah. She's going to make a calzone. Mel's going to make the brieskies. Denise is going to make the magic cookie bars.
Yes, those were very good.
So we got to have
I brought over savory last time because I remember you saying that, and I was like, okay, you need more, like, not sweet food. Like, you needed some other substance.
I'm going to try to get more... But I also might just like get pizza or something. It's easy. Okay. But you know, if you want to make something, go ahead. Just don't make no fucking gluten-free fucking.
I don't know why.
I want extra colitis in mine.
You're dumb. All right. On that note, I love this for me.
Well, yeah. You know, congrats. You're like telling me I love this. I love this for you.
I love this for
me.
Us.
Yeah.
Would we move? We keep the podcast here, right? We never move it to my place. I don't have room for it. I'm just kidding.
The trade-off here is you travel, I edit.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Well, on that note, see you guys later. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.
Okay, bye.